Come here, I need the money.
Used to, we sat down with Millie in the midst of all of this chaos to watch a film. So here's that.
Gentlemen, welcome back to a new installment of It's Not That Deep, bro! Yes, we are back together again. What is going on, guys?
New and improved.
New and improved.
We're back. It's been a long time.
Better than ever.
It has been.
We are visually seen now.
It has been too long.
That's crazy.
And you can see us. This is it. The new generation. We're back. How have you been, mine?
You know, not bad.
Acting like I've not seen you for the past 6 months.
You haven't.
This is the first time we've been together. in half a year.
What do we have for the people out there right now?
Well, we have our 50th episode, which is a landmark for us, you know. We've been doing this now since 2018. So
Before you said 8, I was like,
2008. Yeah. We're rolling.
We're rolling. Hopefully.
And we have, to celebrate our 50th episode, we have a fantastic
very
guest.
Special guest.
We've
been interrupted.
Yo, Lee.
Hello.
What are you saying? Yeah.
Real quick.
Safe.
I need to help him. Real quick.
You made that sound like it was, I need to help him. He needs help.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Let's
This
carry
is
on.
such a cliffhanger.
I love
To
that.
celebrate our big comeback and rebrand, we have the wonderful Millie.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi,
How are you,
guys.
Millie?
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Very, very good. To be honest with you, I've had quite a stressful day, but doing this evening has made me feel great.
Oh, we're so glad to have you. We're so glad to have
So
you.
thank you.
Millie, we've not been sat on our hands for the past 6 months. We've been busy, haven't we, Martin?
Yes, we have, sir.
Lots of different.
We've been doing so much shit.
Lots of
honestly.
escapades, you know. Martin's been modelling.
Oh, yeah?
I've been
That's right.
comparing and hosting,
right.
and Millie here has been curating a selection of different fashion shows that have taken place around Leicester City Centre, and we're so happy to be a part of these fantastic events that have been taking place.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so happy that you are a part of it. I wouldn't be able to do it if you were not a part of it. So thank you, guys.
Because Millie she's a sustainable fashion designer here at 24/7 Studios, and we're part of the Mode Collective.
Yes, we are.
Which is a group of sustainable-minded fashion designers and brands all throughout. Is it just Leicester, or are
Leicester
we
and
wider?
Leicestershire. There's a couple of girls that are sort of Derby, Nottingham way, but they studied in Leicester, or they've got some kind of connection. But I think Leicester and the wider areas, because I think as well, let's try and get more people involved. So if there are any designers out there,
It's a small island.
Hit me up.
It's a small island we live on, you know.
It is.
Hit me up. brother.
But yeah, we've all been coming together to put on these shows that are like multimedia.
Yeah,
you know? We've got
multimedia, multidiscipline.
fashion with the mindfulness on the sustainability aspect and the
ethics.
the ethics, the supply line of how it happens. But then we've also got fantastic art that's been featured,
amazing, incredible art,
performers, music, dance. So it's
all the good stuff.
they're really I'm so
Yes.
I'm so happy to be a part of them. 'Cause
Thank you.
they're, to be frank, interesting.
Yeah, they are very interesting. And again, like I said, I'm so glad that you're a part of them. And I feel I am in a place in my life right now where the only reason I'm able to do these things and put on these shows is because I am surrounded by some amazing, creative individuals who are like-minded and who want to do some really cool, amazing stuff in Leicester. Even though I'm not from here, but Leicester's like my home now. And
You're here now.
yeah.
You know?
And I love it here. I love the people here. And I love this creative scene that just seems to be growing and growing. And I just hope that we can be part of it.
It does make me really excited when I'm like, oh my God, there's exciting inspiring things happening in the place that I'm from.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's like
Let's
this
do it
buzz.
all.
So,
Let's do it all. Let's take all this shit to the moon.
I've missed that. I've missed that, man. Well, let's get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into the
The
shows.
fucking Randy Master 5000, guys. Oh, it's been upgraded. Soon enough, soon to be the Randy Master 20,000
The 20.
AI fucking version. I'm telling you, it's becoming interactive.
It's in the metaverse.
Guys,
Oh,
we're going to do
it-
this
it's
fast because the
coming.
delivery guys
Oh
here.
my God, we got food and drink on the way. So that's right. Millie, what we do here is we have a big list of films that me and Martin have curated over the past 4, 5, 6 years.
Perfect.
And you are in the hot seat to choose or to press the
press the
randomizer.
button.
The randomizer.
The randomizer.
The button.
So
yeah, I'm excited.
We're
okay.
gonna give you a countdown.
Okay.
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, pick a number.
Yeah.
What number would you
I think I
like?
should stand up to do this. I don't know why.
Yeah, stand up.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
like it's a
standing
big
up.
deal.
It's a standing up thing.
Well, let's go from 3.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. And the film we are watching is
True Grit.
True Grit. 2010.
True Grit.
I've not heard of it.
Oh my God!
I have heard of it at some point. Well, let's just watch it. Let's just
yeah,
get
it's
in.
supposed to be a good one. It's supposed to be
Okay.
a good one.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
So-
True Grit.
We're gonna go get our food and our drink. We're gonna watch the film, and then we're gonna get back to you with some thoughts.
That's
that.
right. You peace out, motherfuckers.
See you soon, guys.
Good to hear. And anyone can do this shit. Anyone.
Yeah.
I hope to inspire and expire all of these feelings.
Bam, bam, bam.
Is it recording more than 30 seconds? Well, ladies and gentlemen. We seem to be at a crossroads right here. Because we are back in style and we're ready to attack. We can either take the offensive or the defensive route
Right.
because we're ready to chat about True Grit.
We just watched True Grit.
We did.
The film was made by the Coen brothers.
Oh,
Was
okay.
Don't know if anyone's aware.
I wish I was cool enough to know
So
a
Buster
reference like
Scruggs.
that.
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
There, you understand
Is it
what
like
I'm
dark
saying.
humor vibes?
Le Beef.
Yeah, so
'Cause I got a bit of humor from this.
they
was,
they
yeah.
do this like
It was funny.
sarky humor
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I thought that was like a classic Western film.
It was extremely Western.
I feel like we just saw like,
There was lots of cowboys shooting each other.
but it had like the beats and hits of like a classic Western.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like
absolutely.
the Le Beef being like the
Le
young go-getter.
Yeah.
And Rooster being the Rooster Cogburn.
Cockburn.
Wow.
Wow, you
guys are
remember.
Honestly,
Never
do you know what it
remember
is?
the
I
name.
What
actually
the
really struggle.
fuck?
Things have changed.
I actually really struggle without subtitles.
So I'm going to say that I understood maybe a third of what
Cockburn was saying.
Cogburn had to say.
Oh my god,
There
so
was
it
a lot
wasn't
of
the
the-
only one. I was like, what the fuck is it? Okay.
I feel like
okay,
we could've
before
done
we
with
get into
subtitles.
it,
Yeah, it's fine.
what did you think, Millie? What did you think?
I thought, my first immediate thought is that I loved the fact that there was this young female main character who was like this boss bitch in like times. Yeah, and on an absolute path of revenge. And she wasn't going to take no for an answer.
That's right.
And I really like the fact that they didn't do anything weird, like try and betray this like weakness in a young female person, or also any kind of weird, like sometimes I feel like in films, women get like sexually harassed, or like there's always some kind of like attack.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
But there
women are always like,
wasn't.
oh yeah, no. But this girl was not that, and that didn't happen, and that was good.
Almost did.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like
Almost.
she, it was a great independent, strong female
role.
role.
100%.
We said at the end, there was this moment where it seemed like the three of them kind of had come together after when we first met them at the beginning.
You wouldn't have thought it for a second.
Yeah, an unlikely trio.
He was such an unstable part of the trio.
Damon playing LaBeef.
Yeah, I was so here for it.
The Texas Ranger. To be fair, LaBeef made that film for me.
Yeah, no, LaBeef. I mean, it was that classic character, wasn't it?
Especially the way Cogburn, Jeff Bridges' character, said LaBeef.
Yeah, mate.
LaBeef.
Mr. LaBeef.
It's just
Mr.
like,
LaBeef.
what? That name is so... I don't know, it's obviously very purposeful, because what the heck?
I mean, it's very...
I mean, how is it spelled? Is it like
L-A-B-E-E?
like French?
F.
Yeah, but is it like L-E space B-E-E-F? Or is it like, I don't know, like LaBeef, like Shia LaBeouf? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I feel
LaBeef.
it's weird because he calls himself the Texas Ranger.
Should we find out?
And you'd expect someone who calls himself the Texas Ranger to be called like Carl or Duke.
Yeah, have like a one-syllable kind of name.
LaBeef is that's quite like an exotic
It is.
name. I
Yeah,
wonder.
I know. Like that's what I was. Yeah, I was like,
Is he
it your first
French?
Name? Yeah, are you French? Is it your
He
first
could
name?
be.
Is it your second name? Is it just like your cowboy name? Like, do cowboys just have
Mr.
cowboy
LaBeef.
names? You know, like
Mr. LaBeef, is that his last name?
Is that his
Could be.
last name? And it's one word. LaBeef.
oh, Mr. LaBeef, of course. Maybe that.
LaBeef. Maybe
Yeah.
we're overemphasizing the beef.
No, but I liked it.
You were
Either way.
all for LaBeef.
I was. He looked a bit sexy in the beginning.
Oh, shit.
What?
What?
Go
It
on.
smelled so weird.
I knew
Is
it
there
would
an
be.
O?
I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there's an O
knew. I
involved.
said like Shia
It
LaBeouf.
is. It's LaBoeuf.
Yeah.
A U and an O. got the
LaBeouf.
ooh, going on.
LaBeouf.
Le
LaBeouf.
Is there any
Boef.
additional information about LaBeef?
LaBeef.
He was in-
Not really.
I did get a bit concerned that he was coming on to a 14-year-old.
Yes.
Well, I guess that comes with like the time period that this film
Absolutely,
was
you were either a child or an adult.
yeah, and
Which is-
but she held like her own. She was
You
like,
did help.
Oh,
her.
she was
Spoke
not
about his
having.
cowlick.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
dissed
she
his
wasn't
cowlick.
having any of it.
no.
I mean, she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't taking no for an answer, and she
definitely
was like,
was not.
But then the whole spanking, sort of like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
is going
that
on?
was uncomfortable to watch.
That-
I'm not gonna lie.
LaBeef.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that
Beef
was a bit
took a
weird.
turn right there.
But that made
But
it
then
all
him-
the better when he came back at the end because somehow I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
Even though he'd done that, which was just outrageous. I was like, how have you done this,
Wait,
LaBeef?
can we
How
just
am I rooting-
confirm he survived? Or did he die?
Who knows?
She said at the end that he never got in contact, but she'd be open. He just disappeared.
Oh wow, the mysterious LaBeef.
Yeah.
He was from Texas.
He disappeared
The
as
Texas Lone Ranger.
as mysteriously as he appeared.
Yeah.
To be fair,
True, actually, because he was just there at that cabin.
Which goes completely in line with the Texas Ranger sort
Yeah,
of
the vibe.
mysterious
Yeah,
cowboy.
100%.
thing.
big iron.
100%.
Big
Just
iron
like
on his
big,
hip.
big iron
The
on his
mysterious
hip.
stranger.
I am glad that she didn't die as well.
True.
I did wonder what was going to happen when she fell in that like pit.
The snake pit
Yeah.
sitch was scary.
If she didn't fucking move that body, she would have been fucking fine.
Something.
She needed the knife though to try and cut the leaves off her feet so she could get out.
Yeah.
I know the whole situation, but if she didn't,
I
if
was
she
there.
didn't,
It got me
She would have been
thinking
fine.
about cowboys are like one of the only cultures that have like no religion. They just like live.
Are they not? So they're not Christian.
Well, I think there are like Christian overtones, aren't there? They live
Yeah,
like
yeah,
by
yeah,
the book.
yeah. But there's this like lawless.
But there's nothing
Yeah.
non-physical. They just are into the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hard-
materialistic.
yeah, the material
Privilege
world.
like moving cattle around and
Moving cattle, and it was something to do with the distance they travelled, and when they had to go back, I was like, "Shit,
yeah, that was deep.
that's just like."
I felt anxious.
It's the same.
They fucking traveled fucking for hours.
That horse was stressing me out as well because I fucking love horses, and
You
it was
knew
really upsetting when
that
he was dying.
gonna not be able
And they
to
just killed
finish
it.
the journey.
I thought you could have given it some water and maybe helped it up, and then
He would have gone for a
me.
little bit longer.
yeah,
But he was doing that because he knew that she was going to die. I think.
Right, of course, and the
I
power
was
took
thinking,
over.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
That kind of paternal instinct as well, which I really liked from him. I liked that character had that paternal instinct almost, even though he came across as this absolute dickhead in the first instance, this paternal instinct kind of took over. And like, I don't know, I appreciated that again because as well...
all the like archetypes of like an alcoholic but loving father.
Yeah.
Basically. Like, might let you down, but ultimately loves you.
Yeah.
What made me like weirded me out a little bit with the whole film, but it's kind of like in the times that they were in, how much death a 14-year-old girl saw.
I was also thinking
and
this
I was just like,
all the way through.
Holy fuck.
I know.
She's seen about 30 people get shot down.
But we...
And
Carry on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that. Just having like all of these people just die in front of her, and this guy says like, maybe I know him. Oh, cut him down from the fucking tree, like death everywhere, and it's just like so normal. It just happens every sort of 5 minutes.
We watched that film, The Bicycle Thieves. It was a film from 1945.
Right.
And it was about a man and a little kid. And
the way they treat children there.
It was a real
They had a job.
Yeah, they had it. The kid was treated awfully.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
No,
it's like a 5 or 6-year-old with a job. And you're like, what the fuck?
He was treated like a man.
They do. Probably even more with boys. Well, I don't know. Probably with girls as well, because I guess like girls.
It's different.
It's a different. Yeah.
But,
completely different.
But back in cowboy times, like that's only going to be like exaggerated. You know, the way that children are treated, because like being a teenager wasn't like a thing until
like I said, like
the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, you were either a child or an adult. Like this teenager thing, I guess maybe after like 12, 13, like excuse me. After that, you were an adult and you were treated and put in the same category as adults. I mean, obviously, it's really great that that's not the situation anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's
True.
mad that like
True.
just indulging in like your interests in those like teenage years wasn't promoted at all.
No.
It was like just fucking get ready to work.
Yeah, I do think there's always an argument as well, though, that like children now are mollycoddled and like wrapped in cotton wool more, and I think sometimes that can have a detrimental effect on them as adult people, and like we see that on a day-to-day basis with like relationships all the time. But I do think also, like, obviously you can't put children as in factories at 12.
No.
Like, I'm not saying that.
There's
Obviously,
a fine
I'm not.
line, I think.
Of course. I'm not
being
saying that. Yeah.
Shielded.
Of course.
But not being exposed to too much.
Yeah, no, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm the softest person ever. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm soft with my dog. I don't even know what I'd do if I had children. I'd be so soft with them. But,
where is Sunday? He's down here.
There, yeah.
He's under me.
But yeah, I think that is an argument sometimes, especially with guys that I meet who they're quite, this tough ideal is still quite a thing, even with like younger.
Yeah, but it's like how long does that last?
Yeah, true.
You know, and I always wonder when I meet someone that's overly macho. I'm like, you're like this all the time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How can you be arsed?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
that must be tiring.
Chill out.
It's got to fall at some point.
That's what happens when then, like, if somebody's just macho all the time, it'll get to a point where either they hurt someone and they have to, like, do time.
Yeah.
Or they start crying.
Or literally
have a
they,
breakdown.
like, start...
And have an epiphany.
Yeah, they have... an emotional breakdown.
But
basically.
I feel like that's not the way to, like, manage your emotions.
Oh, no.
No, of course
Obviously,
not at all.
It's not... there's no real right way to manage your
Yeah, there's no
emotions.
set way.
But
No.
I feel like...
But I feel like there's
macho
a
bravado
basic
thing
Yeah.
is
It's a
rooted
basic.
I feel like it's rooted in fear.
Yeah.
Of-
Oh, yeah.
Feeling your emotions.
Oh, 100%.
And that's why when those kind of people are confronted with, like, real emotion, they normally get, like, aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did they not put themselves in a, like... they're constantly put in a position of like hate, but maybe putting them into a position of love, I guess, could turn their life around.
I always just think about being part of the rugby club in school, and like
Wow.
I used to
God.
straighten my hair.
Horrendous.
But because I was a bigger guy, they were like, "Oh, you got to be a prop. You got to be
God.
in the scrum. Get in there.
Oh, no.
Get stuck in."
Oh God, go on, lad, go on, lad. Yeah.
I mean, look,
I'm not really.
I did the rugby team in my fucking school once.
Oh my goodness.
Like I went
hate
for
competitive
training,
sport
and I was like,
position.
I'm not really about it.
I'm out.
No, I'm not
You
about
like
competitive
attack- and you're
sport
like, you
under
want
any
me
circumstances.
to attack that man to get this ball
No,
over there.
absolutely not.
No.
Don't need that aggression.
So then I'm called gay.
oh yeah, classic.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that happened.
That's the classic deflect. You're gay.
But that's also why there's a huge problem. Let me just say that, like, professional footballers, I think there's like one person that's ever come out as gay because there's that ultimate pressure with this ultimate masculinity.
lad culture.
Yeah, that absolute
Full on.
lad culture, which is a fucking issue.
Well, then we'd go to the changing rooms after, the practice was over. And they'd
Excuse
be
me?
like whipping one another.
Yeah, so
In
Like
the
doing
ass
some of the
while they're
weirdest shit.
naked.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
That is crazy.
I'm gay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What's going? Not that there's, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, obviously, but like, yeah, absolutely.
I was just like, what the hell is going on here? I don't think you're thinking about your sexuality at all. At
yeah,
least,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've considered.
I think it's just they're just trying to say it more as an insult, and whatever they do,
But it's fair. You're fair. Yeah. But
yeah. Of course, it's just them trying to be
Crazy.
being
though.
insecure
Yeah.
about what they're doing actually.
Yeah,
compared
and also
to-
I think as well in the time that when we were at school, I definitely remember more people would use the word gay as a negative term. I think now it's well, I mean,
A colloquial term, just like
yeah, absolutely, and it was
multiple
this thing,
applications.
and I always remember thinking like, what, like that's, I don't know whether that's that nice, I don't know, but yeah, I think obviously times do massively change, and you learn, and the wider community learns that that's not the way to go about things, and think people evolve.
it
But yeah,
stems in like from hate, and I think that on a mass scale, like being part of popular
Yeah.
culture.
yeah.
not
To
a
be
good
fair,
thing.
I went to an all-girls school, and we used to get told, we used to go to like, I did actually do, I say I hate competitive sport, I did rounders for a bit, which I didn't mind. I liked rounders. Rounders was actually fun. Like, rounders is a fun game.
yeah.
But
Rounders
we
was
used to
nice.
go to other schools to compete, and they would call us all lesbians, and that again, it was that like
Wow.
really sort of, it was like a normal kind of insult to throw at us. I mean, it's obviously ridiculous now, but that was like a thing that people just said, and nobody really was like, well, you can't.
Just because they were the opposing team at Rounders.
Yes, literally. Honestly, I remember this
That's not
one
really
game. I
like-
am not even joking. And we obviously played against girls as well. This one game, and I'm talking we're in like year 9 maximum. And we were this one game, and this team, they were abusive. They were like throwing shit at us, and like really, we were like so young. And I remember thinking, what the fuck? Like, I was scared.
Coming on strong with the trash talk.
Coming out, like, not even the trash talk, like actual, like throwing the rounders bats and balls and shit. Like, it
Oh,
was a bit
shit.
mad.
Were they
Yeah.
like a detention centre or something? not a rival school, like a prison that had been sent.
Well, yeah, that's how it felt.
I remember always being in like, I like playing dodgeball. Dodgeball's pretty nice.
That's sure.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Again, too scared of getting hurt.
Really.
Dodgeballs don't hurt that much.
Do they not?
No.
That's
there's-
pretty. I just don't want anything hitting me.
If you get onto the face, that hurts. A
Yeah.
football to the face hurts.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck
a
yeah.
football's a lot harder than a dodgeball.
I've taken a couple
lot.
of footballs to the face,
Yeah,
and
it's not good for you.
I don't
No,
I don't
plan on doing
recommend
it
it
again.
I don't recommend it.
no, it's not recommended.
Yeah, it's not recommended. But I will play some dodgeball. I like just I don't know, fucking around, catching the ball.
Yeah. I think we did attempt it at school, maybe once or twice, but I don't think it was for me. I definitely did all I could to not do PE. Mm-hmm. Especially when we played like hockey and stuff. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I definitely was the kind of guy to
PE and maths.
smack the tennis ball as far as I could across the field, just so
yeah.
I'd have to go get it. and
God, I just hated it.
the lesson would speed up. I even tied my track keys to the tennis court fence once. Really
a
tight,
protest.
really tight knot. And the teacher came over and was like, "Jack, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm stuck, sir.
Yeah.
I can't move."
I love that. I love
And the
that.
whole lesson was just spent trying to get me off this fence.
I'm so obsessed with that. I think that's when I knew all the time. I just
Idiot.
wanted to sit inside and draw. Like, I just didn't want to be outside. I mean, I like the outdoors now, don't get me wrong. I fucking love being outside and I love, like, the forest and just being in nature. Like, I literally love that. But playing sports with a lot of other girls was just not for me.
No.
And I just wanted to draw and just be quiet and like away from all that. Because the noise as well, that used to stress me out. Like trying to concentrate on actually like play the actual game, and then all the noise that's like created by the game. Like I used to get a bit stressed out. Like I just couldn't concentrate on like the one thing. I think that's the thing with driving as well. I get so stressed. I don't have a license, and I've done lots of lessons. But all the things you've got to manage all at once, it's my brain
You
is
do.
like,
And you have to get to a point where it's like autopilot.
yeah,
Like, because driving's tiring.
Yeah.
But it's a head fuck because you're so used to doing it that you don't think you're doing it.
yeah,
Then you're like, why am I tired? And you realise it's because, I've been monitoring like multiple different vehicles, my speed limit, the like laws of the road. There's so much going on. It's
It's funny actually as well because with work, so with like my work with the clothes and with fashion, with the stuff that I do all the time, like I guess it is like autopilot to me. That's like autopilot to me.
there's certain things that when you do them enough, they just I find that really interesting how you can like get a skill or just a pattern to a point where it's second nature.
Yeah.
Because that's what like athletes and high performers spend their time like thinking about, like train until it's second nature.
Yeah, literally just do it.
How many years would you say you've got in the industry of fashion?
Well, I first actually, that was a fucking great question, Martin. Literally, like, I first started studying fashion properly in college when I was 17, and I'm now 28. So
11 years.
Yeah, 11 years of actually like studying. I mean, obviously, I started working in fashion in 2017.
17.
Yeah.
So you've done half a decade.
Yeah. So that's quite cool because as well, I remember in 2017, I was looking at jobs or looking at like freelance work or looking at whatever, and people like, you need like 2 or 3 years experience. I was like, fuck. And now I've got like 5 years. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's
you
cool.
can literally go anywhere.
Yeah, and it's quite like, it becomes not easier. Of course, it doesn't. It doesn't come easier. It's fucking hard still. It's really hard. It's harder probably than it was 5 years ago. But it becomes more like you become more confident in it, I guess, and you become more like at ease with it and just like less.
I guess it's like that second nature thing, just on a bigger scale.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know
100%.
your strengths and weaknesses as well.
Oh,
Like
100%.
like
And
you
I
know
think
what you can improve on and what
definitely.
you are.
And I think when you
top
start
notcher.
out, you obviously want to try and do everything. And, like, you learn a lot. Like, we did learn a lot at uni. Like, especially if you just apply yourself and you do actually, like, go to your classes and go to your lectures.
That's it, yeah.
Like, you can actually learn loads.
It does help.
Yeah, it does actually genuinely help. Like, I'm not even joking. Especially if you're doing a physical course as well. Like, when there's actually physical things to learn, like how to make certain things and how things go together. And, like, because I'm a very 3-dimensional learner. Like, I need to see the physical product. Like, I need
I'm the same.
I need to understand, like, what that looks like if I'm then trying to draw it on paper and whatever. But yeah, I can't even remember my train of thought and where I was going with that. Oh yeah, but I think when you start out, you want to say yes to everything and you want to like be this amazing, but you soon learn that you can't do everything, and you should find your niches within your market or your subject or your passion or whatever, because that's actually what's going to probably be the most beneficial thing, because you're the best at it.
Well, I think eventually that allows you have to like go under to come up. Don't you? Like, you can address all the things that you want to do. It's just in time.
Absolutely.
And how that like actually physically happens within your industry.
Yeah, and how that actually like sort of becomes a tangible.
But having those big dreams from the beginning, I think, is important.
Oh, you
Like
have
wanting
to.
to like do everything and like
My goodness, you have to.
you have to cling on to that.
Oh, 100%. And I think like, don't be scared of that either. Like, I know sometimes it can seem a little bit crazy, but fantasize about it and like think about what it would actually physically look like in your life to lead this life that
Yeah, like who are the people?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Who are the people? What
Yeah.
are the genuine activities that you do to like pursue this passion or this dream, and like what is around that, and just make little goals and plans out of that, and you soon start to. You soon start to do it, and you then involve. You're in it. You're doing it, and you're just like, oh, okay. I'm now doing what
I want to be.
what I want to be doing, yeah, and it's actually so fucking cool, and like you get to grips on it a little bit more, and I don't know, the more you learn, like I love learning, I literally love learning so much, like it's one of my favorite things, all, new things about all sorts of stuff, not even just fashion, like all sorts of
I think I was
fashion.
saying to you, I've probably said this to you 1,000 times, but if someone is like passionate about something, I can hear them talk about it endlessly.
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Like I follow,
even if it's like something mental.
I follow some crazy
Yeah.
people on YouTube. Like
I love learning
follow
that
a-
shit.
There's a guy called MRE Steve who exclusively on his channel eats old ration packs from like World War
Wow,
II.
I'm kind of into it.
But he like dresses up in like all the army shit.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's got a metal tray and he like does it the same every single video. And he knows so much about it
I'm obsessed.
that you just have to take your hat off and say, fair enough,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah,
Steve.
absolutely.
Steve, you're a bloody good bloke,
I'm a fan.
Steve.
A billion percent.
But as long as there's passion there, then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is inspiring because
Yeah.
this person cares.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even today, I met this girl who, so in my community champion work that I do, I met this girl. So I was at Morrison's and she was there with her stand with her. She sells photography packages at Venture, and like she loved what she did so much. She was such a sweet girl, and like she just absolutely fucking loved it. And I literally could have sat and talked to her about it for ages, and we were just chatting. And like to me, I just wouldn't have thought, like, because obviously I'm so passionate about clothes, photography I love too, but I don't know, I just loved listening to her talk about it, like you said, and it was just something that I never thought I would particularly find that interesting.
Yeah.
But it's not even necessarily the subject matter, it's that person's energy and like how they talk about
Spark
it,
that
and
they
yeah,
have for it,
absolutely.
yeah.
They've got like, it feels, every time I talk to someone who's so passionate about what they are doing, it feels like it's a script, but it's so natural.
Yeah.
Like, such a natural script
yeah,
of
'cause
what
they
like
think about
doing.
it all the
yeah,
time.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just like constant, like, it's like if I just ask him about it, it's just like, I know exactly where I'm going.
Absolutely.
Start from here, move up to here, and then I'm just there like, I'm amazed.
Yeah,
Keep
1,000,000%,
going.
It's
1,000,000%.
like
Don't
if I
stop.
say, Martin, how do you feel about warm temperatures?
I love them. What do you mean?
You're very passionate about a hot environment.
I'm always down to be nice and warm, nice and cuddled up.
And how about the cold?
Not a fan. Not a fan at all. For everyone out there, I am not a fan of the cold.
To be
I
fair,
will, in fact, do snowboarding because that tires you out. But I don't like the snow.
when they were in the cold, on the film, I would,
Beef.
well,
Le
do you
beef.
know what I immediately thought of though? I was like, what about the horses? Have the horses not got any blankets?
You have made
Fuck
us.
Le beef.
You were a horse girl,
Yeah,
is what we found out
I
from watching this
was.
film.
I was.
You were one of those.
I was. I mean,
I thought you were a beef gal.
No, but I
thought you
mean,
were more
in my general life. So imagine when I was born, I was born into quite a privileged situation. I mean, things soon changed.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah, but my
Pick your hand.
grandma
Exactly, yeah.
had livery stables. Like she had stables that she rented out, And she also had her own horses. So she had like, I mean, she had quite a few at one time, I think. And then I had a little horse called Tinker, who was like a little grey pony. She was like 13 hands, I remember. And as in like, that's how she was.
Literal hands.
I actually do not know and have never known, and I've never even
I have
researched
learned this
it.
information 100%.
What is actual hands?
Yeah, I don't know now. I've forgotten the information.
Yeah, I've never learned it.
But I definitely...
13 hands.
So horses are
they're
measured
in hands.
In hands.
In hand.
Yeah, it's not
Hands.
like well, you can obviously measure it in centimeters.
There is a
if you want.
centimetre conversion.
Yeah, but this is how big she was. But then she was
13
was cute, and but she was a little bit annoying. We used to like ride her. But one time she trampled me in the field when I was going out. I had a bucket of food and I went out. I probably was literally like 6. And I went out and she literally trampled me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I've fallen off a
Was
few
she just
horses
like
as well. I've
excited
been
that
bitten.
you had food?
Yeah, definitely. She was a bit naughty though, but she was cute.
I did get taken to horse riding once by a family friend when I was younger and their family, and I was all for it. It's just
Oh, that made me jump.
the projector turning. I was all for it until I got there, and there was a girl riding around on a horse, and she was great. And then the horse just got down and just kind of like rolled over with her on it.
Oh.
And she was like still like attached to it, and it was like rolling around on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
And then I was like,
You don't want that.
I'm not going to get on that
I've
horse.
never experienced that.
Wow.
He must
I
have got
fell
really
off a horse
spooked.
as well.
You fell off a horse.
I've fallen off. I've been bitten
You've been bit? Because I've fed
in the
horses
stomach.
flat hand, grass on palm.
Yeah, I love that.
You feel
love
the
them
lips
so
on your
much.
hand.
Thought I was gonna fuck you.
Horses know when you're scared as well, though, so
Damn.
don't be scared around them because they can
Oh,
feel
I
your
love
energy.
horses. I love
Animals in
horses.
general, you gotta...
Yeah.
I
Get
don't
that.
know why you would be scared of a horse. If you look at it, it's just majestic.
Yeah, it's
Do you know what I mean? Like it's
I mean, they're
just
huge.
they are huge.
yes.
I
I've
love
seen
that.
them.
You ever looked a horse dead in the eye,
Yes.
too? They got this, like, dead look.
Yeah, but
Oh, I
like
think they're so
that's just how they
beautiful.
look.
Some don't.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking
But
cute.
then there's some horses.
Why the
I
long
swear they
face?
I'm just
just...
going to do a quick taxi check. I'm really sorry to do this
Oh,
in
it's
the middle
fine.
of the
We're-
podcast, but
No, it's fine. You can...
Like why the long face?
yeah, but they're still beautiful.
They're beautiful, majestic creatures. I wish that unicorns were real, because they would
Yeah,
look
still
fucking
some
amazing.
We're good.
Still some about, but less.
I mean, I feel like we're coming to a...
I just don't know how you, because I could literally sit and talk for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah, we've definitely done like 3-hour episodes where it's
Yeah,
like
I could
just
keep
me and
going.
him just talking.
yeah, I
keep
mean, I
going.
literally could. If it wasn't this late, I literally could. We could even carry on the conversation like another time. But
Well, I mean, this is on the fly here. I mean, it all comes out in the edit. It's fine. I was thinking anyway about doing like a
part 2.
like a part 2.
Let's do a part 2.
Having Millie like spread over into episode 51 as well.
Whoa, come on.
Mate, come on.
Come
They do that
Don't
with
be-
the best
don't be-
guests.
Well, 'cause we've got so much
it's not what I-
content
it's not-
from
it's
the
not-
fashion
What are you
show.
saying, Martin?
It's not what I was
Absolute
gonna
numbskull.
say.
We've got so much
You
content.
can't just be spreading fucking Millie over, all right? We gotta just slowly bring her in, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? You
I
can't
like
be
that.
sexist about this shit.
Wow. I didn't take it as a sexist
Martin's
comment.
always trying to like cancel me in the moment.
Oh my god, he literally tried to
great.
live cancel you then. That was
Because
unbelievable.
it's just funny.
That was actually quite funny.
People, it all comes out in the edit, doesn't it?
People will love it, bro.
I actually
love
loved
it.
that.
We should probably talk in some sort of official capacity about the Athena.
Yeah. Right now.
Hit
Right
them
now.
up.
Let's do
Hit them
that.
up with the deets, boys and
Yeah.
This is the
girls.
third Mode Collective fashion show.
Number 3.
Number 3. And it's at the Athena Theatre in
Fantastic
Leicester.
job.
Obviously, when you're hearing this will have happened yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh my
Time
god,
travel's
that's actually
crazy.
scary. Yeah, that is literal time travel. It's blowing my mind right now.
So, I guess,
Oh my god.
well done, everyone.
Yeah, well, oh no, it will definitely be a big.
Went
It
well.
was so great. It was
Good
so
show.
great. It was so,
Oh,
great.
so
No,
good.
I am literally so excited.
But
I'm
it's
nervous,
crazy
but
because there's like so many brands involved.
so many brands. So we've got
30?
Yeah, there's going to be... So we've
30?
got the trade show during the day. I call it the trade show because I guess that's a universal term, but it's like a business and trade expo for the textile industry in Leicester, which is hosted by Fashion Enter. And I am then co-organising... Well, I'm organising the show part of the day, basically, with the help of those guys. And obviously, it's fucking Athena, which is just the most incredible thing ever to be able to... use that venue and the space that we have.
It's a dream come true.
It literally is a dream come true. And for me, I don't know, I guess my sister, she's incredible. She's a performer and I've watched her on the stage so many years now.
Drop a name.
Ellie, full of love. Amazing girl. Love you. She'll definitely fucking listen to this podcast. We all know she's listening to this podcast. We all know she's gonna fucking listen to it because
She's a big vibe.
she's literally a cheerleader and I'm absolutely so in love with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, to watch her on the stage doing performances and just absolutely fucking smashing it for all these years and it being so inspiring. And then to be able to create something ourselves with her involved as well, which is amazing. Obviously, she's going to be doing some dancing and modelling, which is going to be fantastic. But it's really special to me. And I feel like my mum as well. My mum's obsessed with the theatre and she always has been. And I'm a fashion designer that's now come into a place in my life where I'm organising a big collective fashion show with an incredible social enterprise who are helping garment workers with a bunch of really incredible creative people in Leicester, and we're doing it on a fucking theatre stage. Like, that is actually nuts.
How
It's
much
great
better can it
to
get?
hear that all in one sentence. It
Yeah,
is.
like, when you actually say it out loud, it is a bit fucking mental.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I know, and like when you're younger
better
as
can it
well,
get?
like when I used to think, oh, I'm gonna be a fashion designer, I want to be a fashion designer, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
And look at what we are now.
I just didn't think, like, you never know, like, what that actually means. Like, you can have a vision of what that actually looks like, but I think I'm so grateful for what that looks like now and the fact that a lot of the work that I say we as in a collective but a lot of the work that I'm doing at the moment is very community-based as well. And, like, I want to, you know, bring people together and, you know, you guys help me do that, which is great.
I think as long as
Always.
you can see
I'm always
what
here.
you want to be and what you want to do, you don't have to like be able to put words on it right away.
Yeah, but just that.
You just see it, like
goal,
the
yeah.
situation
And the dream.
that you want to be in. But yeah, and I'm hosting
You are.
the whole thing.
Which is going to be fucking amazing.
are.
So Ølund is hosting as he has done for the last two because he's got the most eloquent voice of anyone I know, no offense.
You flatter me.
And he is also performing his new song, Moving All the Shadows, which is going to be fucking amazing.
That was a fantastic segue into. I do have a new song coming out called "Moving All the Shadows."
That's right.
That I will be performing at the Athena
Absolutely.
on the 16th of June, and then it comes out the next day on the 17th on streaming services.
All suited and booted. These trousers, bro, they were so tight on me before, and I literally like,
And now you've got some space.
bro, I just can't. I can't.
Let's have a peek out around the corner. What you're gonna be. Oh!
Can't fall over that.
Gonna shake up technology of mind and what you're made of. It's time to speed up, it's time to need it, and now you're running with it. I got me